guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Wynonna Earp Season 1. So, I actually started watching this in the middle because I had a lot of people recommend it to me, and I heard the premise, and I thought it was really cool. So I watched it, and again, I watched it maybe at episode 6 or 7, so it was long as the season was going on, and of course I caught up, and then I started watching it episode by episode on Sci-Fi, and that's the reason I didn't review it episode by episode, but I wanted to do a season overview, just kind of talk about the show, and maybe next season I could do episode by episode. If it's not on Friday is kind of hard for me to review stuff, so that's also another reason that it was a little harder to review. But let's get started. What is this show about? It's on Sci-Fi, and it's about this woman named Wynonna, and she's the heir to the Earp pistol. And this means that she can kill demons and bring them back to hell. And the curse will be unwritten if she puts all the demons back to hell. Which, of course, is very spin-off material, because how about if Wynonna doesn't and she has a kid and then the curse continues? So, you know, I won't say there's a plot hole there, but it's very much a serialized show in that way. It's like, alright, kill the demon, big bad. Same kind of, I would say, formula for any genre show, really. Big bad in some villain of the week, which is a demon. But yeah, the characters we get to see is Wynonna, Waverly, we have Dolls, who's the head of this black ops cop thing, Black Badge it's called, and he's kind of a love interest also. And then you have Doc, who's a bit of a love interest, who is painted as the villain in the beginning, or a villain in the beginning of the season, and then towards the end becomes a good partner, kind of like a Spike character, if you've seen Buffy. And then, spoiler alert here, there are spoilers in this review if you haven't seen the season. We do have the return of the original Earp heir, who is Willa, and there's a lot of development for her in the last 2 episodes of the season, where we find out that she is in a relationship with Bobo, who is the main villain of the season, who's like the head demon for the season. I'm sure it will get even worse as the seasons go on, who's going to be the head big bad. Yeah, she ends up going to hell, it looks like, or something like that. We don't really know where she ends up. There's definitely a possibility of her to show up. And then the big cliffhanger of the season is Waverly, who's a fan favorite of the show so far, dipping her hand in some demon goo and a demon kind of controlling her. And they were like, no, we're not going to make that generic cliffhanger. We're actually going to do a gun in Wynonna's face cliffhanger. It's really quick, too. I thought that was a really cool, unique cliffhanger where, you know, again, usually you have those type of cliffhangers in genre shows or shows in general where it's like, oh, she's gonna be the villain next season. And you're like, no, fan favorite. But then they do this quick, gun goes in the air and you don't know what's gonna happen. I think that what was so fun about that is it wasn't that slow tension. It was like, whoa, that just happened. So that's kind of this overview of the whole season, beginning to end. Now, I will say, I thought the season finale, or the last few episodes, were really well done. There was a lot of great twists and turns, a lot of interesting relationships going on, a lot of shooting, because, I mean, it's a show about a girl with a gun, so, of course, you're gonna have guns blazing in this season, and that's what you really get. Now, one thing I really enjoyed about this show is, again, playing the conventions of other sci-fi shows, but knowing what it is. I always explain this show to people after I've seen it. It's True Blood, but it knows it's a little silly. It knows it has silly dialogue, and that's what's fun about it. It has really interesting characters in this kind of hyper demon world. You know, it's dark, but it's not dark at the same time. It's sarcastic, and it's fun. It's a fun show that doesn't take itself too seriously, and if you want that in your lineup, I think you should totally binge watch Wynonna, because it is that fun watch with, like I said, very interesting characters. My favorite character definitely being Waverly. I thought she was really interesting. I liked how her relationship developed with Officer Hot, which is very, you know, supposed to be a very ironic little name, and then she ends up becoming, again, in a relationship with her, and I thought the relationship was very well done throughout the season. It didn't play off of like, oh, because the fans want it. It actually felt very organic that it happened. Same goes for the love triangle between Dolls and Doc and Wynonna. I thought was very well done. So I like how they do relationships, which again some genre shows kind of fall off of, and they listen to fans, and then the relationship seems forced. But I thought they did a good job with it, and I really can't wait to see the development of all these characters. I thought they developed very well throughout the season, and I liked it. I thought it was a really solid show, and if you're looking for something fun, watch it. And I'm definitely excited to see what happens with season 2. So I gave Wynonna Earp season 1 4 stars, very solid like I said. Let me know in the comments below if you saw the show, if you're interested in the show now, and who is your favorite character from the show. Let me know. So this is Comic Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below there are links for my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.